Welcome for our today's walkthrough of our Hubdrive HR for Business Central solution. We have been asked a lot of times, how is this integration between Business Central and Hubdrive HR really working? And that's why we decided to show you in a detailed video how it works. I'm here together with my colleague Daniel from our product management team.
Hello.
And we are going to showcase you today what is Hubdrive HR at all, what can it do for you in regards to your HR improvements that you want to leverage, and also then show in detail how the integration of data between Business Central and Hubdrive HR works. So Hubdrive is a complete HR solution which supports you throughout the whole employee life cycle from hire to retire. And so here you see all the different modules that we provide as functionality to our customers. And the customer can start with any module. He doesn't need to adopt the full solution in the beginning. We can go module-wise, step by step. So it's a real great offering, especially for Business Central customers to enhance their HR functionality next to their Business Central ERP functions. From a positioning, here this slide, you see on the right side that there is Business Central for Microsoft, and we integrate seamless to that. Hubdrive sits itself on the Microsoft Power Platform, like all the other Dynamics 365 first-party apps like Sales, Marketing, and Service. And on the left side, we see, for example, Microsoft Office, Microsoft Teams, which are seamless integrated to the Power Platform. Furthermore, we connect to various job portals like Stepstone, LinkedIn, and so on. Through our payroll providers integration, we also integrate to different payroll systems or support exporting data to the payrolls. And last but not least, we use Microsoft Copilot in many areas already to support HR people and the employees in the best possible way using AI to make their life easier. Coming to the integration, so SBC has not really a mature HR functionality within the Business Central stack. We are here to help, and so we do this by integrating our solution in a very mature way towards to Business Central. We use virtual tables to that, also known as virtual entities. So this is an integration technology provided by Microsoft out of the box so that the data can go through to Power Platform or going back also to Business Central. We have decided to build these four integration scenarios that you see at the bottom. This is version 1 that we provide here, so we will provide additional scenarios in the upcoming versions, and the integration is built that way that you can also extend it by your own, and you can add other scenarios which might be custom also. So the integration is fully customizable, fully extensible, and it's very well documented also to you as a customer or partner of Business Central. Looking into these four integration scenarios a little bit more in detail. So here it what it looks like. So we have, first of all, the employee files. So employees files might be in HR for Dynamics from us, or it might be in Business Central. For you, it shouldn't matter. You can make changes on both sides. So this is what we want to show you today in the first step. The next step is that it's about skills. So skills are an important topic, either in talent management on the HR piece or in Business Central also to work with resources. Here we have a fully integrated scenario also for the skills. Also regarding projects or processes which are then assigned to resources, we support that because you might be working with projects on BC side, and this should definitely come over to Hubdrive that it can be used in the time entry. And last but not least, the time entry itself. So there people wanted to work normally in their employee self-service to do the time entry there too. And we will show you how you can use then the time entry of Hubdrive to do all your work directly in one app, and it will reflect back on the Business Central side in the right way. So that being said, I will directly hand over to Daniel that he can give you the insights how it looks in the system. So Daniel, over to you, please.
Thank you, Bernd. So I'm also taking the presentation here. I'm going to share my screen. The one that we're going to use to perform those actions here. So the first step that we're going to do, we're going to create an employee. So let me just move this here. Under administration here on the site map on the left side, I'm going to click on an employee. And we're going to create a new one. So as you can see, I'm just going to put some basic information. Let's start with the first name. So we're going to honor Bernd here. And just going to take Hubdrive as last name. We need to add the gender. And if you want, we can skip this, but we're going to also add an email. Drive.com. So moving to the second tab, we still need to maintain basic information. We are adding the HR manager. And we're going to give to this user a system user as well. So this will ensure that this person can access the apps. Now we're going to add the start date. So on the left side, and let's move to the past. And a primary work location. So let's just be general, and this person is working in Germany. Now I can save my record. So very easy process. We just wait until the data is saved. After that, we're going to move to Business Central. So I have the tab open here. We're going to look for this employee. So as you see, the synchronization already happened. I have my employee here. Let's open it. And all the data that came from Hubdrive, it's now part of the Business Central entity. So now I'm going to perform another action. We're going to see this from the point of view of an employee. Therefore, I have another tab open here. And let's imagine that situation that employee is changing some data. So this is the employee cockpit. You see that I have my employee data. Let's edit something over there. And I also have the same employee created. Let me go back one step over here. And I have this employee also here. So I'm just going to change. Let's compare first the two files, and then I'm going to perform a change. And you can see that this change is also reflecting from one side to another. So back to the employee cockpit, I'm going to go to private data. And for this example, I'm going to change the IBAN number. So again, I'm going to show the IBAN here. And let's check to compare. That's the same number over there. Going back to the employee self-service, let me just copy the new IBAN number. And let's paste over here. So as soon as I save the record, after a few seconds, I should be able to see this change also in Business Central. So I'm going to refresh this page.
For sure, this works not only with the IBAN number, this works with all the fields that are predefined in our integration. And if you would have custom fields, this would also be able to be extended in our integration for your custom fields. So here we see the new IBAN ending with 78 is also showing up here. So it's really a seamless integration, very nice scenario that employees can just work in their employee self-service completely in the HR app, and people, for example, in the finance department would directly get the information throughout the integration. Yeah. Great, Daniel. Thank you very much. Then let's switch over to the next scenario where we are working with skills. Yeah.
Okay, so for the skills, we're gonna start in Hubdrive again. So I am back to Hubdrive. I'm gonna open the employee. So I have my employees here. I'm gonna switch on to the employee that we are using before. And I'm gonna use Paul Morrison in this case. And here I have the tab called Skills and Education. And right now he has Electro, he has English, and has PL 400. I'm gonna add a new skill for this employee. So let's get one skill and let's use Spanish. So grades I can add later on. In Business Central, we don't have the level. So the level and the skill grades of the employee are handled only in Hubdrive. So this is very important.
So this is something that we can explain in our video or in the e-learning how we think of how skills should be happening. But for here, we keep it simple. So the employee gets a new skill, which is called Spanish speaking. So let's see if this is reflecting back in Business Central too.
Correct. So moving back, I have my employee again. So skill, it's part of the employee. I will show you that I have to go back one more step here. So let me go up. And the skills are always attached to a resource. So let me open the Paul Morrison resource. Here we go. And as you can see, I have the skill Spanish attached to the record of the employee.
Great. So here the idea is really that we support the basic functionality of Business Central according to the skills, but that you use Hubdrive side for skill management to further work with the employee on his skills and education so that he can really grow and get more mature in his skills. So this is something, again, which is explained very well in our e-learning about skill management. If you want to check out more about that, just go there. But as you see, it works seamless. You can work on both sides for sure. You can also maintain the skills here for the resource on the BC side, for example, if you are a project manager. Yeah. Great, Daniel. Thank you very much. Let's move on and let's work on the projects now.
Correct. So for projects, we're going to start in Business Central. I will just use the magnifier here. Let's work with projects. And for projects, I have quite a few already created. We're going to create a new one. So let me just take the name of the project. It will make my life easier. Here we go. You see the description. It's right there. Let's just add a company. Let's use Microsoft.
Okay. So Microsoft all over is AI. So definitely AI concept is a good idea here.
And we can add the person responsible for it. So in this case, we are having Paul Morrison. Let's just wait until it's saved. Now the record is done. I can go back to my employee digital personal file. So here we are. And let's check the projects for this employee.
So you're going now to the overview of all the processes. So here we see that there's something coming over.
Yes.
So we pre-created this also in the beginning, so that's why it's double now. So don't be confused about that, dear audience. So let's directly use this project now in employee self-service to create a time entry on that.
Correct. So the next step, we are going to the employee. And I have the employee. Let's change to the employee self-service. You see that I have the employee cockpit.
So beside of the employee cockpit, we have a great opportunity to make time entries, which is called virtual time clock. So Daniel is moving to that now.
And here on the side, very intuitively, next to the virtual time clock, we have the time entries where I can assign projects to the timesheets. So I can track my time towards them. I can click on plus new. I will look for my project. Here we go, AI concept. I have to connect to the correct timesheet, so the current week. And I could also add a description here. And then this description will be here on the side.
Let's put in concept work.
Yep. Concept work. Save and close. Okay, so now we have, sorry, Bernd, please.
Now let's put in some hours. Yeah.
So let's move for Wednesday. We are here today and we are working 3 hours towards this project. Okay, so now these changes also are reflected in the Business Central. So therefore, I'm moving to Business Central. We are looking for the timesheets of this employee. We are in this week. I know that this resource is the same employee that I was working with. And I have it here, my hours. So in concept, my project that was added in the digital personal file and the 3 hours that I was working with.
Great, wonderful. So I guess this is exactly what our customers and partners are looking for, Daniel. So then thank you for this live demonstration of the integration scenarios.
Happy to do it.
I will just move back to the slides again, so to give the audience some more details here. So these are the integration scenarios that we have just seen. Yeah. So thank you, Daniel, again. And as we have already mentioned, it's all bidirectional. So this is something that is possible because of this great virtual entities or virtual tables of Microsoft. So maybe some quick information about how you can get this going. So if you have already BC, so it's easy. It's just 4 simple steps to get going. So step number 1, you install Hubdrive's HR management on Dynamics 365 Power Platform. It's a solution that you can get from AppSource or from our website. And as a second step, you have to enable virtual tables then for Business Central. This is something that Microsoft provides to you. So just turning it on. And then number 3 is you install the integration of Hubdrive into Business Central. This is available on AppSource. And as the last step, you do also the integration side on the Hubdrive end for the BC, and then you're good to go. Mentioning Business Central in AppSource, so we have provisioned this integration to our HR module as a certified solution in AppSource. So it's also tested by Microsoft and it's fully certified so that you can be sure that nothing is breaking there in your Business Central. So that was it for today already. I hope you liked it and it was informative for you, that you understood more how we can help Business Central customers and partners leveraging more functionalities in HR. Thank you, Daniel, for joining us from Product Management here today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And looking forward to hearing from you. You want to learn more, you can also go just to our website, www.hubdrive.com. Thank you. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.